I've got the 10 most valuable autos in 2021 Bowman Draft. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Kyle here at Let's Talk Wax. So it's been about a week since 2021 Bowman Draft released, and I was able to get comps on the entire autograph checklist. So if you're ripping wax or jumping in breaks, these are the 10 guys that you really want to hit. Now, these aren't necessarily my favorite top 10 players, but they are the top 10 most valuable on the checklist right now. As always, if you guys enjoy my content, please subscribe and help me reach my new goal of 2,000 subscribers. And I've also just launched my Patreon page. Over there, you can find my personal breakdowns of all 2021 Bowman releases, including draft. If it's something you're interested in, I'll put a link down in the description. All right, let's go ahead and check out these 10 most valuable autos in 2021 Bowman Draft. Leading off this video at number 10 with a $70 auto is Isaac Pacheco, an 18-year-old infielder. The Tigers drafted Pacheco out of Friendswood High School in Texas and quickly made him their number 6 prospect in a stacked system. He's a huge kid, standing at 6'4", and is said to have some really outstanding raw power for his age. As he continues to physically mature, he may move from shortstop to third base, but Pacheco's bat is what stands out. He struggled a bit in his professional debut in the Complex League, where he hit .226 with a 104 ISOP and a 34.4% K rate. Pacheco's sample size in 2021 was very small, and it'll probably be a good year or two before we can really get a good offensive profile for him. As for now, he's a big lefty bat with an exceptional power ceiling. Coming in at number 9 with a $75 auto is Jay Allen, an 18-year-old outfield prospect who was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds. Upon being drafted, the 6'3" Allen immediately became the number 5 prospect in the Reds organization. Allen was a double-plus athlete at John Carroll High School in Florida, who played 3 sports and received offers from Division I schools to play both baseball and football. He forewon his scholarship to play baseball at the University of Florida to begin his journey in the minor leagues. He only had 75 plate appearances this year in the Complex League, but he hit .328 with 3 home runs, 14 stolen bases, a 16% K rate while playing a premium defensive position in center field. Super plus athletes are often very raw, but Allen's K percentage was only 16%, so there seems to be a bit more of know-how in his approach. I was really hoping Allen would be a lot cheaper in this product because he's one of my favorite prospects. Next on our list is Joe Mack, a catching prospect who was drafted in a competitive balance round A by the Miami Marlins. He's a left-handed hitting 18-year-old who made his rookie debut in the Complex League this year. He struggled quite a bit in his first season, hitting .132 with a 29.3% K rate and 75 plate appearances. Mack's 2021 season was a tiny sample size, and he was drafted high due to his advanced hit tool and plus raw power. He's a player we'll definitely have to keep an eye on in 2022, and I really hope he can make some quick adjustments to enable him to get to some of that raw power. Coming in at number 7 on our list with a $100 auto is outfielder Sal Frelick, who was drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers out of Boston College University. The Brewers drafted the Golden Spike semifinalist in the first round and quickly made him their number 2 overall prospect in the organization. He had quite a senior year at Boston College, hitting .359 with 6 homers, 13 stolen bases, and a 12.2% K rate. He carried his performance over to professional baseball, where over the course of 169 plate appearances in High A, Frelick hit .329 with a meager 16.6% K rate and 4 stolen bases. Frelick is a lefty swinging plus athlete with an above average hit tool and impressive speed. He looks to be a bit hit over power right now, but we'll have to see what he does next year in his first full season. Taking the number 6 spot on this list with a $150 auto is outfielder Colton Cowser. The lefty hitting Cowser was drafted 5th overall by the Baltimore Orioles out of Sam Houston State University in Texas, where he was named a Golden Spikes semifinalist. He's 6'3" and has some of the best bat-to-ball skills of any player in the 2021 draft class. Cowser had a stellar senior year at Sam Houston State, hitting .374 with 16 home runs, 17 stolen bases, a .306 ISOP, and a 12% K rate over 253 plate appearances. He didn't slow down in his professional debut, where over the course of 149 plate appearances between the Complex League and Low A, Cowser hit .375 with 2 home runs, 7 stolen bases, and a 15.4% K rate. One of the biggest questions around Cowser is his ability to achieve in-game power. If he can tap into some game power and continue to be an elite bat-to-ball hitter, we could see him in the MLB by 2023. Cowser should most likely start the 2022 season in High A, and he could see a promotion to Double A if he handles higher-level arms very well. Coming in at number 5 with another $150 auto is outfielder Benny Montgomery. Montgomery was selected 8th overall in the 2021 draft by the Colorado Rockies out of Redland High School in PA. Montgomery kind of reminds me of a right-handed hitting Zach Veen. He possesses elite speed and plus raw power that led the Rockies to name him their second best organizational prospect following the draft. Over the course of 52 complex league plate appearances, Montgomery hit .340 with 5 stolen bases and a 17.3% K rate. He didn't hit any home runs, and he only had a .043 ISOP, but it should only be a matter of time until Montgomery translates his raw power into game power. I'd look for him to make his first full season debut next year in Low A. Harry Ford takes the number 4 spot on this list with a Bowman Chrome Auto valued at $275. Ford is an 18-year-old catcher out of North Cobb High School who was selected 12th overall by the Seattle Mariners. He's one of the most athletic catchers in the entire draft, which is why he's currently the 5th-ranked prospect in the Mariners organization. Over the course of 65 complex league plate appearances this year, Ford hit .291 with 3 home runs, 3 stolen bases, and a 21.5% K rate. He's got impressive bat speed and wheels, which could make him an ever-so-coveted speed power player. Ford should be able to stick behind the plate, but with his current tools and athleticism, he could play anywhere defensively. Coming in at number 3 with another $275 auto is Jordan Lawlar, a shortstop prospect out of Jesuit Prep High School in Texas. The Arizona Diamondbacks selected Lawlar with the 6th overall pick in the 2021 draft. He was pegged as the top high school shortstop from Texas in his draft class and immediately started drawing comparisons to fellow Texas shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. He has the potential to be a 5-tool player who is elite on both sides of the field, which is why the D-backs immediately made him their top organizational prospect after the draft. Lawlar only had 6 plate appearances before a shoulder injury sidelined him for the remainder of the 2021 season. In those 6 complex league plate appearances, 400 with a 200 ISOP. Depending on how he recovers from his injury in 2021, I'd expect to see Lawlar next year back in the complex league or in Low A. The top overall pick in the 2021 draft comes in at number 2 on this list with a $400 auto. Henry Davis was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates and instantly became their number 1 overall prospect. In his senior year at Louisville, Davis hit .370 with 15 homers, a .293 ISOP, and a 10.5% K rate over 228 plate appearances. He possesses elite in-game power and can stick behind the plate, but he's also athletic enough for his bat to carry him to another position. The Golden Spikes semifinalist made his professional debut at the age of 21 and finished the year in High A. He only had 31 plate appearances, but he managed to hit 3 home runs in that short stint. In his last 2 seasons at Louisville, he also hit over .350, which shows off his incredible hit tool. He reminds me a lot of the 2019 first overall pick, Adley Rutschman, but he only swings from the right side. Davis's elite hit and power tools could launch him up the ladder in Pittsburgh. And it's no surprise who's coming in first on this list with a $450 auto, Marcelo Mayer. Mayer was the top high school position player in the draft, and the Red Sox took him 4th overall. He's a lefty swinging shortstop who some scouts believe to be the top defender and hitter in the entire draft. Mayer possesses elite defensive skills and easy raw power that he doesn't have to overswing to get to. Over his 107 plate appearances in the complex league, he hit .275 with 3 home runs, 7 stolen bases, and a 25.2% K rate. The Red Sox haven't had a top 5 pick in quite a while, and when Mayer was selected 4th overall, he immediately became their number 1 organizational prospect. He was drafted out of East Lake High School in California and will most likely make his full season debut next year in Low A as a 19-year-old. Now, a lot of these comps could change as we see more settling of prices over the next few weeks. And there's a ton of guys who have $50 autos, but I just didn't have time to put them on this video. And be sure to let me know in the comments who you guys are chasing in 2021 Bowman Draft. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and go check out the other videos on my channel. And I'll also put a link to my Patreon page in the comments. You can find a ton of exclusive content over there. As always, I appreciate the views, guys. Have a great night.